What's up, guys? That Really Ghost Guy here, and we are back playing The Division. Now, last time you saw that I left off, and I pretty much had beaten the game. Now, the problem is there's always going to be a little bit of extra content, especially in this game, where, you know, I'm basically going through and I'm knocking out some of these little encounters and stuff. However, I have come across a Division agent's watch. Now, this isn't just any Division agents. This is Aaron Keener's, who is the guy who went rogue and has caused this whole issue. Now, I didn't know how much of an event that was going to be. However, I had to climb into an elevator and go up into a skyscraper in order to follow this this trace. So I don't know. If this is quick, I'll probably come over and finish off the episode with this mission right here, the quarantine center, which is going to get us into the underground content. So that's exciting for sure. But let's follow this up. I am on the last. Well, that's 5 of 6, so we have one more thing to look at, and I don't know. Yeah, it looks like we're going up another level. I do not know if we are just going to bump into his watch and his trace that he left over, or if we will be encountering Aaron Keener himself. See, Aaron Keener, locating agent, this direction. So, interesting. Very interesting. I don't know what to expect, to be honest with you. Oh, well, we see a marker over there, but is that really... Is it really just going to be we pick this up and that's it? Huh. This is interesting, because this kind of plays into kind of a feel for maybe who he was as a character. Maybe that's our way out, but we got this pretty awesome area up on this this building here, this skyscraper, and we have a piano sitting here. I don't know. He's definitely not a good dude. Definitely not a good dude, but he did say something about he's doing this to save, I don't know, like he thinks he's in the right. He thinks he's doing the right thing, so I don't know. Is that it, really? Is that all with Keener? Is that all we're gonna get? That is kind of silly. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of a missed opportunity, to be honest, but... And there's no audio or anything popping up at this point in the game? Okay, I guess. I'm surprised that I haven't at least gotten a radio, you know, radioed in from someone at the base being like, hey, blah, 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 you know, rah, 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 rah. I don't know. Anyways, I found that kind of interesting, so that just happened. I'm going to head on over to this this other mission, I guess, because that was rather uneventful. So I don't know. I guess that's what we'll do. I guess that is what we will do. Like I said, I will be doing some of this other stuff on the map on my own time, and maybe getting into this section, figuring out what's going on over here, and then we will work our way into like dark zone content, underground content, and all that other stuff. But actually, this is the unknown signal. This is the very last. Let's do this one, actually. If this one is short as well, then you know, let me just select it, and then let's actually...
Hey, Agent. I need you to check in with the new guy.
Can I just hub here? Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll just go to the hub, the original, or first place we ended up... actually, it's not the first safe house. The other one was over in Brooklyn, but this one is the first one in this map, so... let's head off to this mission marker, and I'm curious as to what this is. Very curious, because it's either going to be like a celebration of like, congratulations, we did it, you know, people are celebrating or whatever, or it's going to be like bad guy scenario and something crazy happens and maybe leads into a second game, or I don't know, but it's super snowy right now. Not a good time to be hosting a party, so maybe maybe this goes south very fast. I don't know, but okay. Psychic tarot card read. Did you see that on the thing? See that? Open 7 days psychic tarot card. Okay. Investigate the unknown signal. I have a feeling this is like a setup for like a positive thing. You know what I mean? I have a feeling it's upstairs, but I do want to just double check the downstairs. I don't know why. Oh, yep. Yep. Okay. Let's go upstairs. Or it's like Keener sending us a signal and like shooting us in the back of the head when we come up here. I don't know. I don't know. It's a trap. It's definitely doesn't look so good so far.
Active echo beacon detected.
Ooh. I think this is a big deal. Look at that. That is like a quarantine area for either a person or someone working on a virus type thing. You know what I mean?
Well, here I am, Aaron Keener, the first wave's prodigal son. Normally I'd do this face-to-face, but I'm not 100% sure which way you'll jump. You act one way when Ms. Lau is watching, and another way entirely when you're off the leash. That's an interesting contradiction. You see, I think that deep down you get it. You know, the old rules, laws, governments, those things died on Black Friday. But the feral PMCs, the convicts, the ones smart enough and good enough to take what they need, they'll survive. Me? I'm gonna prosper. Oh, you could too, but you took an oath, right? You got a duty. Those are both ways of saying that your conscience is fucking you. You ask yourself, who has earned a right to tell you what to do?
Huh.
Do you know how many agents died to hold the Dark Zone just for the brass to give up and put a wall around it? You don't believe me? You should check the place out for yourself. But the people you're working for, they're irrelevant now. Amherst changed how the game is played, and I have got the vision to win.
He's dead.
I got Chernenko, I got a DNA printer, and a very interesting recipe book. I'm gonna write my own rules. You should think about getting in on this thing. I'll be seeing you.
Wow, really? So, the gist of that is kind of saying that, oh, is that the last?
The information you found in that lab was the crown jewel. I think we can break this thing now. But we've got some more information. A voice from the grave. Listen to what Amherst has to say.
Okay, let's do this. Let's just go into this. We'll get all the story stuff now, and maybe we'll talk about a little bit about it. But, yeah, he's gone rogue, but he's gone like terrorist rogue.
One of the deadliest pathogens on the planet. For centuries, it did a wonderful job of helping keep the human population in check. But times change, and sometimes Mother Nature needs a hand in improving her creations. Like, say, speeding them up a little bit, making them contagious when they should be quietly incubating in a host, or making them more lethal.
You're a psycho. That's Amherst talking, so...
I didn't come up with the approach on my own. My friend Vitaly's one of the pioneers in the field, and the idea has been around for years. Genome as data. You see, once we digitized DNA, we made it infinitely mutable. We could do 1,000 virtual variations in the time it used to take to grow a one-lab-grade generation of pathogens. And we could pick the best, most lethal combinations and make them real. That's how you make a killer virus, you see. Mix in genetic code from other diseases, and you move the sliders all the way up on lethality and virulence. The goal was a 90% mortality rate. I'm not sure my green poison is going to quite hit that, but honestly, that's just details. As long as most of humanity goes, the Earth stands a fighting chance. Technically, technology is what's killing the planet. But that's not really the case. It's the greed that drives the technology. But A funny thing happened on the way to $100 genome maps and 3D printed plastic toys. Someone figured out those technologies could be repurposed, modified for the greater good. Me. Now, my virus is going to do what nature's always done. Decide who lives and who dies. And if nature decides I die, then I die. If nothing else, I'll have a lot of company. Natural selection at its finest. Helped along by a little unnatural genetic manipulation.
Psychotic.
It's all data, really. Life's just a method of processing it. The same way I processed the smallpox genome on my laptop. And who's to say that wasn't the plan all along? If, by some miracle, you survive green poison, then nature's decided you deserve to live. The rest of us shouldn't and won't. Godspeed.
Psychotic.
I'll see you in hell.
You're psychotic. So yeah, probably gonna get more stuff, more talking, but Keener, psycho. He's got in his agenda. He is probably going to use it as leverage, maybe even go highest bidder kind of thing. There's his laptop, because he was saying that's the printer he was talking about, the ability to reproduce the different, probably even the same virus that created all of this, but he can recreate viruses using this printer, kind of like a 3D printer reproduces, you know, all sorts of things nowadays. But he can reproduce the virus, and he can use it basically as a weapon. Now, there's always that idea of if everybody has the weapon in the world, then, you know, how useful is it? You know, if everybody in the world had nuclear weapons, would there be a standoff? Would nobody fire a nuclear weapon because they're afraid that the world would go up because everyone would fire the nuclear weapons? Or, you know, there's a lot of, like, you know, morals and stuff that go into this as well, where, like, who technically, like, I don't know, what's the right thing to do? I don't know, but anyways, he's going the route of he's got the one thing that can destroy the world in his hands, and I don't know if he's trying to be, you know, get a financial goal, you know, that's his angle, or he's just trying to be a god, whatever he thinks is proper for him. But Amherst was just psychotic. He just quite literally believed that, like a natural selection type thing, where the virus was meant to kill off anyone who doesn't deserve to live, basically. But I find it really fascinating that right here is the base we started out in, the place we located, and this right here, literally across the street, is where that's pretty interesting. Is that all four? There's 1, 2, yeah, all 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, basically. But right here is where this pretty much all went down, where the virus was remade or designed, whatever. It was right here, and Keener was right there this whole time, pretty much, or at least was at one point. Intriguing, very interesting. I like it. But for the most part, it's about 15 minutes. I think this is going to be the the kind of intermission between the end game content, the expansions and all that stuff, and the actual story. So at this point, I think I'm going to call it about 15 minutes. And this was basically the end. This is the end of the campaign-ish. There's probably going to be more lore scattered throughout, especially as I finish this location over here or whatever. But we also have the underground to do. We have the dark zone to do. We have some fun survival to do, as well as the Last Stand content. So I'm interested. Even we don't even know what this is. This is kind of interesting. It's a whole new section and a whole lot going on. There could be some lore thrown in there, little tidbits of stuff. So that's interesting. I am excited to continue and do some of this stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm kind of excited for maybe there to be like another Division type thing. I would love to see, because I like the cityscape. I like how New York City was the foundation of this virus or whatever. I would love to see this happen. Well, obviously not in real life, but I would love to play another game in a city kind of like this one that has to do with you know, like a Tom Clancy Division type thing. While the Wildlands that's coming out looks really interesting, I really love the cityscape more. I think more than I like, you know, the outdoorsy, you know, Wildlands feel. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. This is awesome. I'm so glad. I'm not necessarily glad the game is over, because like I was intrigued the whole entire time to find out how things were going about. I think we're gonna find out a little bit more about that in the DLCs and stuff. But I'm excited to play some more, for real. This game is not one of those games that I'm ready to walk away from now that the story's over. I want to play the crap out of it still. So thank you, and until next time, guys. Blah.